Hello the bodies, my name is Jasmine and welcome back to my channel, The Proud Proteer. Thank you again for joining me. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you for joining me again and for watching my videos. All the support really helps and I'm very grateful. I thought this week that because things have just been upside down my side, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I finished up at my part-time job and I'm officially working at my new full-time job. So just getting back into the swing of things has been very testing, but I am happy to say that I love the new job and yes, up and up from here. So I've come to realize that I did what I advise you not to do, and that's having one too many crafts going at the same time. And I mean, we all do it. I know we do, but I just thought that I'd show you some of the things that I have going in the background, although not one of them is complete. So I will put a photo up, and this is actually something that I did complete, but it was a couple of weeks ago. And with moving to my new jobs, I left a farewell gift for my one colleague, and it is a beautiful soft brown headband. I did use a different pattern for it. It was a paid pattern. I'll happily share those details for you. I don't have it on me anymore. Like I said, I've given it away. One of my little frogs also went to a new home, and that was with the gender reveal, and I thought I'd give them a little Froggy, aka a klein paddakie, because they are expecting a klein paddakie. Their little baby was a fetus, now it's a baby, and she is 18 weeks pregnant. So one small Froggy for the new family, purely because we didn't know what she was expecting. Now we know she is expecting a boy, so lots more going on with that one. But I have way too many things going on at the moment, and the problem is I don't want any of them to not be completed. Like, these are all lovely crafts that I actually want to complete, so I'm going to really try and be strict on myself and try and finish these before I start new ones, bearing in mind this weekend I did sit and buy 2 new patterns. Small little ones, but still 2 new patterns. So I'm going to share a beautiful pattern with you that's on Etsy. It obviously is a paid pattern, but I found the pattern on the writer's blog for free. So I will share it, and it is Timothy the T-Rex. This is what I've got going on it so far. But I got the link on my tablet, and it is a dinosaur. My child loves dinosaurs, so not one I've even started yet. Next is, and I discovered most of these while going through my bag, showing, you know, my little craft corner. And this is this beautiful soft white, beautiful, it's almost like a blanket yarn. The photo doesn't really do it justice. Again, started, never got very far, and yes, now I've got yarn everywhere. This is for Mr. Bean's Bear, which I'm adamant I'm going to make because it is one of my favorite characters. I've been carrying around this wad for I don't even know how many weeks now. That's how many weeks ago I bought the pattern, but I love the look of it. So it's coming. Another one. It's my part 4 of my nativity scene, all my colors, printed pattern in its little pig, which is a project in a grocery bag. Have not got there. Started reading the pattern. Half complete. Another little frog, but incomplete because he's got no eyebrows, no mouth, no nice pink cheeks. But I found blanket yarn and I was like, oh, frogs. Next little Froggy. This was actually a pattern I bought on sale on Etsy. Again, incomplete. But it came together really quickly. Incomplete because it has no mouth and no cheeks. But isn't this a cutie pie? Is this not just the cutest thing? When it's done, I will show you. When it's completed. One thing I didn't like about the pattern though, is that it wasn't very clear. Obviously, I got it eventually after a couple of times taking it out. It wasn't clear when it came to continuing the row. And this is something I don't like, and that is the back of the safety R's is protruding. I don't like to see them. I like to see them inside the project, that I don't see them. I don't have to worry about kids take, it's a little bit harder to pull them out, but this one does have the back of the R's out. So, didn't really like that about the pattern, although it is a cutie. It really is a cutie. All a part of my frog kick. I bought another frog, people. This little one and a little googly eyes one that makes me think of those goldfish, with the pop-out eyes. Yeah, I haven't started it yet, but I've read the pattern, so it is in the pipeline. Another one. Spookdoek. This is a cuddle blankie. Again, set. I'm going to make it. I don't know when. And this is something I actually had fun with, this next one. It is actually a free pattern, and I'll share the details. I bought this beautiful ball of yarn in South Africa and brought it with thinking I was going to make myself a shawl because the color change was just divine. Anyway, it is only one ball, which means now when I look at it straight away, I know it's not enough yarn to make the shawl that I wanted to make. So in my attempt to look for ideas for the little baby, I started this blanket and then realized, no, this color change is way too beautiful. I think I'm going to keep it for myself. But when I started pulling at the yarn, the whole thing unraveled, and it became chaos. Just absolute chaos. So I spent the good parts of Saturday night and Sunday the whole morning unraveling, unknotting. Eventually I had to just take my scissors to it, and which is not what I wanted to do because I want to keep up the beautiful color change in sequence. So while I am crocheting the next part of this, I'm going to have to be very vigilant on the color change because otherwise it's not going to go at the same sequence. But let me show you. And if I'm not mistaken, it says it's like a star stitch, or it's beautiful, just beautiful. But look at this. Isn't that divine? Look at that beautiful clean color change. Isn't that beautiful? I definitely think it's a jasmine thing. It's not for a baby. Nope. But there, I'm using my pool skein from South Africa. This is acrylic, and the other yarn is also acrylic, and it is in 5 different pieces right now because I'm still trying to unravel my life. And this yarn seems to be my parking lot I'm stuck in. But yes, this is something that I say don't do, and as you can see, I've done it again. And if there's anything I can advise, is just work through it. Just work through it. One thing at a time. And I've completely unpacked my toque, my take-along crochet bag. As you know, I carry it in my car every day. And I've only put one item in. And I'm going to work on that one item religiously. Or maybe 2. One item. You see, I'm already changing my mind. Just one item at a time, and that way I can make progress because I get so excited about all of these other things and then I lose track of what I want to do. And Pinterest is at vulture, and I love watching all these videos of all of these new patterns that the crocheters in our community have, and it just throws me off course. Your creation throws me off course. Another completed one. Miss Bunny over here. Oh, sorry, I've got a hair in my mouth. Miss Bunny over here still doesn't have any clothes. And then I had a moment. I had a real moment. So I cut out a dress pattern and a doll in one of Evelyn, my daughter's little dresses, thinking I'm going to give it a second life. Drew the pattern, started cutting, put it down, got a break, took it out. There's no lines on the work, and I couldn't for the life of me think what happened. I even started questioning whether or not I'd actually done it. But I did. I even have a photo that I did. But what I did not take into consideration is the very fancy pen I bought, which is a self-eraser. It is an air eraser pen. So as lovely as the pen is, if you are drawing and working on the craft straight away, that you don't have to worry about pen lines and, making a mark, this pen is so good, it's bad. It is so good, people. It is bad because now I have to do it again. Again. Along with all of this, I have decided to take up karate lessons at a ripe age of 31 because it's what my grandfather did when we were, I think, very young. I think my mother and her siblings were very young when he did this, and he was like black belt, and I thought, why not? Let's join it. Let me just say I'm so grateful I have really, really good teachers, because I have a giggle at myself the whole time, and they just guide me through whatever it is that I've tried to copy them do. But I must say, it is so good. The exercise is so good. Having a laugh at myself, so good. But I really do need to practice along with that, along with my crochet. My biggest thing right now is discipline. I have to discipline myself like a child in a sweet shop when it comes to yarn. So, people, please don't do what I've done. Don't set yourself up for failure, because there's just too many good patterns out there. By all means, go for it. Look at the pattern. But just be strict on yourself and finish one craft at a time. This is all I have for this week. It's been a very short week because my days are just rolling into each other. And I'm really hoping I can get this piece of hair out of my lip. Apologies if I showed my tongue off there a few times, but thank you for joining me again. And until next time, stay humble and hustle.